There's a new development in the Karmelo Anthony case out of Texas. And once the verdict came out, all of the body cam footage from the police showed up online. And the public went wild. I mean, we were going wild before that body cam footage came in. Of course, his legal team argued that he was operating in self-defense, that these track people, track kids, track runners, whatever you want to call them, that they attacked Karmelo and that he was defending himself. And when you look at the body cam footage, I feel like that's pretty clear. But an all-white jury found him guilty in less than 3 hours. Additionally, there are videos floating around the internet of Austin Metcalf's dad and family being asked about Karmelo Anthony. And so now Karmelo Anthony's team is appealing this verdict. And it is breaking news, 5 o'clock LA time, that Karmelo Anthony has appealed the case and hired a very powerful legal team. And so the news is reporting that this heavyweight roster legal team is Texas NAACP President Gary Bledsoe, a veteran appellate lawyer, Russell Wilson II, and civil rights attorney, Brooke Cluse. These attorneys said that they are taking over this case so that they can conduct an independent review and find legal errors in this case. Now, this trial was fought with lots of tension. I was listening when they read the verdict, and there were people outside the courthouse that literally broke down crying and fell to their knees. And this has created a huge conversation across the United States about racial injustice.
God damn, that was the fastest come up I'd ever seen.
Yes, these people are sick. They celebrated few days ago about Karmelo Anthony new legal team. I don't know if they believe they will win the appeal or what exactly is even going on. Now they are crying about the New York Post, calling the new legal team his top profile supporters.
Out of y'all. Now I done seen a lot of people get y'all for some money, but 600,000? God damn, that was the fastest come up I'd ever seen. They done got this man a book lawyer and then took the rest of the money. And then on top of that, they got another GoFundMe going for a damn appeal that he'll probably never even see that money. Y'all crazy as hell. And the crazy part is they seen that video before any of us seen it. They already knew that he was guilty. I said, go, hey, y'all go ahead, go off.
Yes, some of these people are in tears, regretting the money they pour in for this guy. This person you are seeing behind him, this guy spent the entire time lying to his followers about this whole situation. Now he's playing another mental gymnastic about the whole situation, which we all know the appeal will be unsuccessful. But they are still struggling to raise another money for this. Bringing a new legal team is something these people believe that is the best thing that has happened. This case, from the very beginning, these people knew that it's over. The guy will be going to prison. Yeah. All they needed to do was just to play around, raise money, do a lot of things to themselves. That is all. The kind of games they're struggling to play now is something I don't understand. I'm still shocked that till today, people are still struggling to defend this situation, even after watching this video. It is shameful and embarrassing to see how some black people can be.
Running, the marketing and everything. He was talking about how the family came across, so many attorneys. There were 7 black attorneys and there were a few white ones. And the strategy was that, given, the nature of Texas and Collin County, that maybe we should get a white attorney. And I understand. I agree with that. I have no problem with that strategy. It's a good strategy. The only problem, the only flaw of the strategy, the Achilles heel of the strategy, is that the white attorney has to be good.
Come on now, dog.
The white attorney has to be competent. It makes no sense to get a white attorney and have an incompetent white attorney. Bro, that makes no sense whatsoever, because it's a similar strategy that the prosecution had. Why do you think when they had Fox News talking about, oh yeah, they had so much diversity when it came to the witnesses? Of course, that was their strategy as well, was to not get a whole bunch of white witnesses, and so they can say, hey, look at this, there seems to be a to it. They, of course, made it their duty to get a whole bunch of black and brown, Sambo soldiers, so they can say, hey, I mean, you heard what Steven said. Steven said that Django is guilty, all right? So, I mean, Steven is black. I mean, I don't have to tell you.
Here, to buy no mandingos.
They do this all the time. They do this in the political arena. They do this in the legal arena. This is their go-to, bro. What are we talking about? This is their MO. How many times they get a black face talking about, well, black people's is bad and, they good and the black people was wrong. They do that all the time. Meritorious manumission. They've been doing this since slavery, fam. And they have mastered this tactic. So I don't have a problem with you doing that. The issue, as I said before, is you have to get a competent attorney. You had Alexander who's talking about, hey, one black attorney wanted $500K, and then he wanted $200K just to talk.
I had him meet with another attorney, a black attorney. The first attorney I had to meet was black. Rain asked me what the price that black attorney
we charge
$500,000. They weren't talking until they gave him $200,000.
Fam, pay the money. All right, I don't know what to tell you. And then when asked, well, how much was a white attorney? $75K.
What the white man say?
75.
75,000?
Yeah.
Bruh, if you're telling me that the family cheaped out on their son's defense, wrap it up, fam. Wrap it up. I don't know. In that case, I would say the Karmelo Anthony's parents are worse than the Metcalf's parents, bro.
Yes, these people are just realizing something. They were three. Yeah, look at the comparison. This guy decided they should go for the lawyer that is taking this lower amount in comparison to the black attorney. Look at the amount of money. Another one is asking 500, the other one is asking 75. So they had to it should tell you something about this whole group of people. They sell their son to money, right? That is a simple truth here. There is nothing you can argue when it concerns this. And it is gradually coming out. I knew that things like this would turn this way because these people will expose themselves gradually. Initially, I saw a lot of people saying they should just take up a plea deal, not to even try going into trial, But because of their egos, they want to take up a lot of money, and the money came in. For them now to hire good lawyers, it was a problem. Though I knew at the end of the day, nothing will come out of this. Now on the appeal, they are still there begging for money. People are still contributing. Why some are here crying, regretting why they even did that. Nothing hides forever. If you look at this whole case, it has actually exposed a lot of things happening to this community. Yeah. It is high time they sit and realize and maybe change the strategy that they've been using for a very long time because this doesn't work out any longer.
Followed Nick at night, but she interviewed him. He was like, hey, the family had 24 hours to pick an attorney.
This family had 24 hours to hire an attorney.
What? Hey, I knew of 7 people of experts that they chose not to use. Bro,
Yes, there were experts. There were resources that we donated for experts. 7 of them that I knew that weren't even called.
I believe you've seen what they are doing here. I just love what is going on now. I did not want to report on this, but it is amazing to see how this is coming out. I want to end here. I don't want to prolong the video. God bless you abundantly. As of the short clip you see at the end, that is the white everything. You can always skip.
So you can see
What I'm talking about is 35 years. Karmelo Anthony was sentenced to 35 years. Yet at the end of the day, Black America repeatedly is told that self-defense is a part of the law.
The video is shown to jurors, but it was shown in 4K clear to the people that witnessed it.
It's because Karmelo is all of our babies.
In Collin County.
House intensifying. They were yelling.
I don't.
Oh, can you hear me? Yeah, no, I heard what happened. Listen, Cybertruck with your GoFundMe money. Bad news is you're going to jail, but
you're on my page, so you automatically know.
Guilty. Stay your ass in jail, boy.
People tend to not trust elections when it takes a real long time.
Sued Los Angeles.
Is that it's really important not to conflate.
So with all eyes on California, you can see exactly what's happening.
It was on here in the Golden State.
in 39 days, we will know the winner.
Supports me is a Democrat.
Encouraging her fans not to vote for Pratt.